Hey everyone, and welcome to a very, very special occasion. Today, we are celebrating Pokemon Productions' 200th video. This is amazing. I cannot believe that I have finally reached 200 videos. This is absolutely amazing. And so, to celebrate reaching 200, I'm going to be doing another series review. This time, over the next few videos, I'm going to be reviewing my favourite superhero video game series, the Batman Arkham series. And what better way to start off this series review than with the very first game in the series, Batman Arkham Asylum. Now, I just want to let you know that at this moment in time, at the time of recording, I have two versions of the game. I have the PS3 version, which lets you download and play as the Joker, and there's also the Platinum. And I also have the PS4 remaster from the Return to Arkham collection, which also comes with Arkham City. And since the original box have a bit of a summary, I'll read that. Welcome to the madhouse. Descend into the core of the criminally insane as the Joker launches his most diabolical plot ever. The inmates of Arkham have been set free, and it's up to Batman to bring order to the chaos and take back the Asylum. Explore the depths of this never-before-seen island as you experience the darkest journey of Batman's life. Play as the Joker. Challenge maps available for download only on PlayStation 3. Confront Gotham's most notorious lunatics, including the Joker, Harley Quinn, Bane, Poison Ivy, and Killer Croc. Utilize Batman's detective skills and cutting-edge forensic tech to gather evidence and clues. Unleash brutal combos with the innovative free-flow combat system. So this game has pretty much redefined the superhero genre by giving us the best combat system ever made. The story, and I'll get more into that later, the story is Batman has just defeated the Joker and he's bringing him to Arkham Asylum. Apparently, and all the Joker's inmates have gone there as well thanks to a fire at Blackgate Prison. And so Batman just basically takes him down to his cell and he's put into the hands of everything. But Batman seems to think that it's too easy, and he's unfortunately proven right when the Joker breaks free and takes control of the Asylum. Because basically, being captured is what Joker wanted, because Batman did mention that he surrendered almost without putting up a fight. So Batman knew that it was too easy. So basically, the Joker just let himself get captured, and he's in the Asylum, and now he's taking control of it. And he's let all his inmates running loose, and Commissioner Gordon is there as well, and he's been captured. And we do eventually find out that the Joker was finding some sort of... he was funding the research of Dr. Penelope Young to develop this formula, this chemical called Titan, which is a more enhanced version of the venom chemical that Bane uses to gain his strength. Turns out the Joker wants to use the Titan formula to create himself an army of superhuman monsters and unleash them on Gotham. And so Batman has to go and stop the Joker's plan. This game really takes you into it's basically a free-roaming game where you control Batman and you go through all of Arkham Island, going into loads of buildings like the medical facility, intensive treatment, the mansion, the penitentiary, and the botanical gardens, all that sort of thing. And you face off against a myriad of Batman's foes, including Harley Quinn, Bane, the Joker, Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, Killer Croc, all that sort of things. And the fights are pretty cool as well. The combat is fantastic. Although compared to the games that have come out before Arkham Asylum, it has been, in my opinion, the combat system for Arkham Asylum has dated quite a bit in the years since its release and in the years since the sequel's release, because the formula, of course, just gets better and better and better. But it's still a good combat system, don't get me wrong. And of course, and the Predator missions are pretty cool as well. That's why you have to stealthily move around and take down enemies silently, because if they see you, they will shoot you on sight. There's a detective mode as well, or an evidence scanner you can use to find hidden items or scan for clues. And there's also these Riddler trophies around the place and riddles to solve that you need to find. And also these engraved, these tombstone-like things that are actually spiritual recordings from the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. And that's essentially like a big mystery that you have to solve. It's still a pretty good game. Although the Riddler trophies are an utter nightmare to grab. It's the same with every single Arkham game. It's just completely... I don't think it's worth going for everything because they're so hard to get in some places. It's even worse in games like Arkham Knight, which of course I will get into in a bit. I just want to point something out. Batman Arkham Asylum, great game. And if you want to have it on more modern hardware, you can pick it up on the Return to Arkham collection, which also gives you Batman Arkham City. And it actually comes pre-installed with all the DLC, meaning you can play as the Joker in quite a few challenge maps. And you're actually playing against Arkham guards instead of inmates. And you've got detective spec and you've got X-ray specs, which is like detective mode, except you can't move when using it. And you've got a gun that you can only use once. It's very powerful. But yeah, it's just a good game. The boss fights are pretty cool as well. Like Killer Croc, you have to it's basically a game of cat and mouse. You just have to throw a batarang at him whenever he comes up. Poison Ivy is just a massive plant. And Scarecrow, that's probably one of the best bits about the game, because you're in some sort of nightmare realm and the Scarecrow is massive and he's trying to catch you. It's so good. I've heard a lot of people claim the worst part of the game was the final fight against the Joker, because he basically shoots himself with the Titan formula and basically turns into a hulking monster. They find it too repetitive, but to be completely honest, I find it rather cool that we actually face off against a massive mutated Joker. And I just find it pretty cool. Even though the fight was a bit repetitive, I still think it was a pretty good fight. Just not the best in the Arkham series in my eyes. But yeah, Batman Arkham Asylum, a great game, and it was a great way to kick off the Arkham series. And so I highly recommend you pick up Arkham Asylum if you want to experience it for yourself. You can either get the original version or you can get the Return to Arkham version. I personally recommend the Return to Arkham version because of the better graphics and all the pre-installed DLC. You know, that sort of thing. So before I go, I just want to say that my deepest respects go to Kevin Conroy and Arlene Sorkin, the voices of Batman and Harley Quinn, respectively, who tragically passed away in 2022 and 2023, respectively. Kevin Conroy is an amazing man. He was an amazing man. He was a great actor. He was, in my personal opinion, the best Batman voice actor. He's been doing it since the 90s, and Arlene's been doing Harley Quinn since the 90s as well with Batman the Animated Series. So to hear that two amazing voice actors are no longer with us, it hurts my heart. So I just want to say, Kevin Conroy and Arlene Sorkin, thank you for all the work you have done for us. May you both rest in peace. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time for when I cover the next game in the series, Batman Arkham City. See you next time. Have a good day.